from chat box. So, tänään on perjantai ja se on hyvä asia. Tänään on perjantai. Today's Friday. Tänään on perjantai. Se on hyvä asia. It's a good thing, I'd say. Se on hyvä asia. At least for me. I'm a bit tired after this week and I'm just waiting for the weekend. There are lots of exercises, lots of exams I still have to correct today, but after that I will have a weekend. Today, tänään puhutaan KPT-vaihtelusta. We have talked about it before already. Me olemme puhuneet KPT:stä 2 kertaa. I'm putting the sentence for you to your chat box. Me olemme puhuneet KPT:stä, I mean KPT-vaihtelusta 2 kertaa. Twice. 2 times. 2 kertaa. If I remember right. Maybe I have talked more about it, but however. Tänään en kerro teille uusia asioita. Tänään en kerro. Kertoa is to tell. En kerro. I don't tell. Tänään en kerro teille uusia asioita siitä. Tänään en kerro teille, to you, teille, uusi, new, asia, thing, siitä, about that. Today, I won't tell you new things about it or about that. So, tänään tarkistetaan kotitehtävä. Tänään tarkistetaan kotitehtävä. Tarkistaa is a verb meaning to check something, to go through something. We'll see the correct answers to your homework. Today we'll check your homework about it. Ja te saatte puhua. Saada. Te saada puhua. You can talk. Saada. Maybe to get is quite good translation, saada. You can, it can also mean can. Te saatte puhua. You can. You can talk. Te saatte puhua. Meaning you have, you get a chance to talk today. That's what it means. Okay. Tehtävä on Padletissa. Kotitehtävä on Padletissa. Minä jakaa, to share. Minä jaan sen teille täältä. I share it to you from here. Etsi sinun tehtävä. Find your task, your own exercise from, maybe it's in your notebook or in your computer, wherever you have written it. If you haven't, then you can just try to do it at the same time. I suggest always to do the homework before the class, because then you kind of get it double. Because if you do it once and then you do it again in the classroom when you go through it It helps it to stay in your mind. But of course, if for some reason you haven't been able to do it, then you can do it at the same time. Okei, kirjoita sana oikein. Kirjoita sana oikein. Käännä sanan perusmuoto englanniksi. So in here you also see, always when you see a sentence, you see the different forms. Last time somebody asked, how do we know what form to use, what cases to use in what time? So always when you see a sentence, you learn something. Write the word correctly. Kirjoita, kirjoittaa with 2 A's. It's a basic form of this word, kirjoittaa. But it is to write. But if you see this kind of form, it's a bit shorter. It's a bit shorter than the basic form. Then it's the imperative form. So when I give some instruction or order you to do something, then you use imperative. So in Finnish, write when I say the order or the instruction, I say kirjoita. Again, here, käännä, translate, but this one is now imperative form, and the basic form is kääntää, to translate. I'm putting this here to try to help you to understand the whole system. One thing at a time, but in here also because you see KPT. Täällä on KPT-muutos, KPT-change, NT, but in here you see NN. You don't know yet how to do it with verb type 1 verbs. This is verb type 1 because it has 2 vowels there, but here you see the change. NT varies with NN. Sanan perusmuoto, the basic form of the word or word's basic form. In here, this genitive N actually works as it has a same job, and then in English, word's basic form, if you need to show the possession of something. In here, the genitive is the possessive case, so it means that it is this basic forms word. Basic form of the word. We don't have this structure in Finnish, of the word. It is always looks like this. Englanniksi, again, if you remember, last time I showed you very quickly the grammar case document where you see all the grammar cases, those different suffixes or different endings that there might be in nouns, not for verbs, it's for nouns. And in there was also this kind of suffix or ending. In English, you used in here, in this structure, you use this in preposition. Usually when it's concrete and it means in some place, like inside, then in Finnish, we replace it. We have, instead of this preposition, we use SSA, like koulussa, in the school or at school, or kaupassa, in the store, we're having SSR. But when it's a bit more abstract, like in this, also in English, if we say this sentence, translate the basic form of the word in English, it doesn't mean you are in England or in the language really, inside it. It just is a way to say that using the English language. So in Finnish, we have this ending to use in this situation. Englanniksi, by using the English language. That's what the semantics of it is. So here, as you can see, there are some always when you see some sentence, even if it's like very ordinary, just like to tell you how to do your homework, then you can find a lot of details of how to make the language work. But now, I promise not to speak too much now, so it's your turn. Let's go one by one, and you can. Your job is to tell me, read the word, and then read how it sounds when you are adding the ending, and tell me what is the change that you made there. So, for example, if I would have to say this first one, I would say, okay, laukku, and then I would say laukussa, and I would tell that, okay, I have now used kaksi koota, 2 double K, you can say in English also kaksi koota, siitä tulee yksi koo, vahva kaksi koota, heikko yksi koo, also English, you can do it in English, and then it means a bag. Or in this case, in the bag, because it's laukussa, but basic form is meaning bag. So just like that, let's go through this together. Nimra, could you start? Nimra. Joo. Miten sinä kirjoitit Turku? How did you write Turku? What was the change you did? What was the change you did there? What is the pair of K? If the strong one is K, then the weak pair. Go ahead, just say again. I didn't remember. So if there is a strong, if the K is a strong pair, like in this case, K is now the strong, it varies the weak pair for this. It's nothing. It's like empty, zero, or it goes away. K menee pois. So you did it correctly, the word, but this is what happened there in the word. And you probably don't need to translate it because it is just the name of the city where I'm sitting in right now. So Turku, Turussa. As you can see, no K anymore. K flew away. Turku, Turussa. In Turku, that's what it means. Turku, Turussa. Okay, kiitos. Kiitos, Nimra. Wow, what is this doing? Okay, Navid. Viikko.
Kyllä, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Viikolla.
Joo.
Viikolla.
Hyvä, viikolla.
Viikolla.
What happened? What was the change? What's the pair?
Two strong K replaced by one weak K. Vaihtelу. Astivaihtelu.
Astevaihtelu. Yes, exactly. Astevaihtelu. KPT variation. That's what this pair. This is the pair of strong K varying with weak. Vahva K. Siitä tulee. It becomes heikko K. What does it mean? Viikko. Do you remember?
It means week.
Week.
7 days of a week.
Yeah. Week is viikko, a week.
Viikko.
Viikolla would be something like during the week. Or in the week or something like that, depending on the sentence when we are having älä. Hyvä. Kiitos Navid. Oikein hyvä. Abuzar Habib. Eurooppa.
Euroopassa.
Joo. Euroopassa. What does it mean, Eurooppa?
Europe means a continent, Europe.
Yeah, yes, the continent Europe. Europe. If you are saying SSR, what does it mean then?
In the Europe.
In the Europe, yes. So what was the change you made there?
Double P we rise with P.
Joo, hyvä. 2 P:tä. Se on täällä, 2 P:tä. It's here. Se on täällä, 2 P:tä. It varies with 1. Hyvä. Here you can see only 1. Joo. Kiitos. Here you can see only 1. So again, the thing is to remember the pairs, and then you can make the changes happen here. Let's put some color here. It helps. Maybe it helps you to see it a bit better. That's what is what. Okay, hyvä. Sha. Lappi.
It will be changed as Lappissa.
Mm. What was the change you made?
The double P will be changed into single P.
Joo, 2 P:tä, 1 P. Do you know what it means, Lappi?
Lapland, it's a country,
Yeah.
I think. Yes.
Yeah, it's Lapland, not a country, but it's a part of northern part of Finland.
Yes,
It's not a country itself, but it's northern part. Yeah, kyllä.
in the Lapland.
In the Lapland, yes.
Lappissa, yes.
In the Lapland. Very good. In the Lapland. Joo, hyvä. Kiitos. We can also put some sentences to this, but because today we have to go through also the verb type 3 thing, I'm not sure if we have time to do it. If we do have, then we will get back to this and put some sentences there. But let's go it quickly this time. Sharia, Muhammad Sharia. Tyttö. Shariar. Onko Shariar täällä? Is Shariar here? Maybe not. Farah Kanwal. Onko Farah täällä?
Yes, ma'am.
Hyvä. Okei, sano tyttö. Joo.
Tyttön.
Joo. So you have to tyttön. Yeah. Did you say like
Yes.
this? Joo. So what's the change? Mikä on muutos?
I change double T to a T, weak T.
Joo. Kyllä. Double T turns into 1 T. What does it mean, tyttö?
A girl.
Joo. A girl, tyttö. If I say tytön, like with N, what does it basically mean? If it has the same system as in here, sanan. If it's tytön, what is this N?
And mean
What could it be? I'll give you a sentence. Tytön mekko on. And now you are there. I don't know what she's writing. Tytön mekko on punainen. So this N here, it's a genitive, and in this sentence structure, it really means owning. So it replaces the English S.
Okay.
So, Mekko, a dress. A dress.
Address.
Punainen, red.
Red.
Red. So what could this sentence mean? Dress and red, and this is owning something, possession.
Is use as in is.
Girls, tytön, in English. I help you a bit. Girl. And now this N, it's like this. Girls.
Apostrophe S.
Girls.
Do you remember now Mekko?
Address.
A dress. Girls' dress.
The dress is
Is, and
red.
what is it? Is red.
Red.
Yes.
Red.
Yeah. Very good. Just like that. So, girl's dress is red. Tytön mekko on punainen. So this
Tytön
N in this time, this sentence, it has this genitive meaning, like owning something. Yeah, hyvä. This is how you start building the sentences and understanding them. That you are like, I'm not sure, and then you just start digging it in, and then you are suddenly like, okay, I understand.
Okay.
Hyvä, kiitos.
Kiitos.
Akash Hassan, planeetta.
Yes, ma'am. Planetilla, two strong T are replaced with single T, weak T.
Joo, hyvä. Planeetalla. Two T's turning into one.
And its mean is on the planet.
Yeah, on the planet. Planeetalla, on the planet. So the planeta is a planet.
And double L mean on the planet.
Yeah, meaning on the planet. Or yeah. This means kind of on the surface, on the planet. Planeetalla, or in the planet could also be depending on the situation, but it means that in that place. Joo, hyvä. Kiitos. Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali. Ruoka. Muhammad Ali. Ruoka. Just Muhammad Ali was there in a minute, I think. But if you are there, you can just open the mic, then I can hear you. Or if you're not there at the moment, we'll go forward. Shazadi Yasmin? Shazadi, you can try this one. Ruoka.
This will be rosta, as K
Hyvä.
disappears, and this means a fruit.
Yeah, kyllä. Tosi hyvä. Ruoasta. So, there is K there, but for some of these weird reasons, the K just goes away. Nothing is left. So, actually, it becomes quite a funny word because now you actually have three vowels here. U, O, A. Ruoasta. And also for Finns, it's too complicated to say all the vowels so very clearly. So if there are three different vowels at the end of each other, so it sounds a bit like ruoasta. We actually simplify it a bit, and actually we just say more like u there, ruoasta. But this is how you write it, ruoasta. K, just like Shazali said, K was strong and it varies with nothing. because if this is strong, the weak is then 0. Ruoka, meaning the food. She did also. And if it's this form, ruoasta, it's means like from the food or about the food. That's sort of depending on the sentence. Or sometimes, I'll give you a sentence here. So, okay, Shariar, mic is not working. It's no problem at all. Minä en tykkää. Tykätä is to like. Tykätä. Basic form of to like. Pitää or tykätä is to like. So, minä en tykkää. I don't like. Tästä. This word is, you are familiar with this. It's the word tämä. Tämä. If you remember, mikä tämä on? Se on kynä. Tämä. But it's just in a different form in this sentence. Because all the words that are before the main word, the main word is now the food, which is here. And if the sentence structure orders it to put it in this form, STA form, then we have to put all the words before it if they describe the word to the same form. This is a pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, tämä. It's not an adjective, but it works like in the same position as adjective would be. For example, and if we have that kind of words, we always put them in the same form as the main word is. Tästä ruoasta, if I want to add some adjective here, bad, let's put here bad. Bad. Tästä, paha is bad, opposite of good, paha. And I have to put it like this. Because all the adjectives describing the main word has to be in same form as the main word is. Minä en tykkää tästä pahasta ruoasta. I don't like this bad food. If I want to put more adjectives there, like describe it even a bit more. If I want to say the food is cold, kylmä, cold, kylmä. Maybe the food is cold and that's why it's bad. So if I want to add there this adjective cold, I have to put also that into same form than the main word is. Minä en tykkää tästä pahasta kylmästä ruoasta. I don't like this bad cold food. Minä en tykkää tästä pahasta kylmästä ruoasta. So all the adjectives or the words working in the adjectives role kind of thing, you put them in same form. Okay, that was one side path, but quite important side path there. Mahnor is writing there something. Is your mic working, Mahnor, or not? If it's working, you can take the next one, but if not, then we go forward. It's not working. Do you want to write the correct answer? Apu. Apu. Yeah, go ahead. You can just write it. Apu. Avulla, exactly. So the change you made, what was the change? What happened there? You can again write it. P, yes, P turns into V. P is the strong one and it turns into V. PV. Okay. Shariar is there with Ali Muhammad. Okay, very good. It's nice if you are in the same place. Very nice. Okay. Onko Mahnor? Do you know what it means? Apu in English. Help. Hyvä. Se on apu. Help. Very good. And in this case, if it's avulla, it could be with a help, with help. It's easier to see it in a sentence. Minä opin, you remember oppia. Minä opin, I learn. I'm putting this in, this is like maths. It's a spoken language word for mathematics. Matikka. Matematiikka is the correct, yeah, with help. Yes, very good. Minä opin matikkaa sinun avulla. With your help. Sinun avulla. With your help. Sinun avulla. Minä opin matikkaa sinun avulla. I learned maths with your help. Sinun avulla. So for example, like that. Depending on the semantic meanings of the sentence, that what is the preposition it replaces this avulla. Okay, let's go forward. Afia, maito.
Maito stuff.
Mm-hmm. So what was the change you made there?
Double T is strong and T is weak T.
Yeah. So one T
Means
in this. What does it mean?
in milk.
Yeah, in milk. Yeah. So in this time, there is T here, and now this T is strong one. It's strong T, and it when I inflect it, when I change it, it turns into one D. TD. In milk. So maito is milk, and then it means in milk. There is something, maybe there is a fly in the milk or something. I can give you more sentences here when I put this exercise, these answers to your Padlet. I can also write some more sentences for you here. Then you can check those from there. Okay, kiitos. Hyvä, kiitos Afia. So who is there then? Ali Said, are you there? Ali Said, are you there? Maybe yes, maybe not. Then we go to okay, Nimra. So let's go again. Nimra, pöytä. Pöytä. How do you change it?
Pöydältä.
Hyvä. And what was the change you made?
TD.
TD. And what does this pöytä means?
On the table.
Table. Yes, it's a table. Pöytä, a table. Hyvä. And if it's pöydältä, it means quite the same as from the table. From the table. Yeah. From the table. If it's LTA, in this case, it is pöydältä, from the table, away or off the table. Minä otan mukin, a mug, Minä otan mukin. It's on the table now. Minä otan mukin pöydältä. I take a mug from the table. Yeah. Hyvä. Kiitos Nimra. Navid, Helsinki.
Helsingissa.
Hyvä.
Helsingissa.
Helsingissä. Yes. So what was the change there?
NK varies with G. NG.
Yeah. Very good correction. You just with this it's important to remember that if there is only one K, it never changes into G. But if there is NK, then it goes to NG. Yeah. Very good. What does it mean? Helsingissä.
In Helsinki.
Yeah, in Helsinki. So Helsinki is the capital of Finland and it's in Helsinki.
Yes.
Helsingissä. Hyvä. Hyvä. Kiitos, Navid.
Kiitos.
Abuzar Habib.
Yes, ma'am.
Aurinko.
Auringossa.
Joo.
Auringo.
Nossa. What was the change there? What did you do?
NK varies with NG.
Joo. NK, NG. Hyvä. This is the strong. NK is strong and the NG se on heikko. So this is strong. This is weak. Let's mark the weaks here. Yeah, these are the weaks and the other one is strong. Mitä tarkoittaa aurinko? Mitä se tarkoittaa?
Sun.
Repeat.
Sun. SUN.
Sun. Yes, sun. It is the sun. And if you say auringossa, what would that be?
The sun.
In the
On the
sun. Yeah. On the sun or in the sun, depending on the sentence. In the sun. I put it now in the sun because it's the basic use for SSR, so it starts staying in your head. SSR usually means in. Can have some other meanings too, but usually so. Okay, kiitos. Kiitos. Abuzar, then Shah. Sitten Shah. Shahan vuoro. Go ahead. Islanti.
Islannissa.
Yeah. What was the change you made?
Ma'am, the vahva ante changes into heikko NN.
Joo, vahva ante, siitä tulee heikko NN. What does it mean?
In Iceland.
In Iceland, yes. So it's Iceland and it means in Iceland. Hyvä, kiitos. Farah Kanval. Hollanti.
Ma'am, Hollannissa.
Hyvä. Hollannissa. What was the change you made there?
NT change double N.
Hyvä.
the
Go ahead.
It's mean in the Netherlands.
Yeah, in the Netherlands is this one. Holland or Netherlands. Netherlands. Yeah, in the Netherlands is this one. In SSR. In the Netherlands. In Netherlands. This is a country in Finland. Not in Finland, in Europe, not in Finland. Okay. Kiitos, Farah. Akash Hassan.
Man, double RT are replaced with strong, and it is replaced with double R.
Yes, very good. How you say it?
Ula
Hyvä.
Yläkerrassa.
Joo. Yläkerrassa.
इसका मतलब कि
Hyvä. RT. That's a strong. Se on vahva. Yläkerta. Yläkerrassa. 2 R. Tiedätkö, mitä se tarkoittaa? Mitä se tarkoittaa?
and it's mean upstairs.
Upstairs. Joo. Upstairs. Hyvä. Tosi hyvä. Kiitos.
Kiitos.
Yksi vielä. Did you have somebody there with you? Auringon nousu, sunrise, auringon lasku, sunset. Yeah, that's true. Auringon nousu, sunrise, when the sunrise is up, silloin aurinko nousee, or auringon lasku, then the sun sets, and it's called auringon lasku. Yeah. If you want to say this is like a noun that Shah has written there. So sunrise, it's a noun, auringonlasku. But if you want to use a verb there, you say aurinko nousee, sun rises. Or aurinko laskee, sun sets. Aurinko laskee. Laskee, it means the sun sets. Aurinko laskee, aurinko goes down, laskee. Yeah, very good. Auringon nousu, auringon lasku. And in these nouns, we need to have the genitive form auringon because it's the sun's rising. In Finnish, we use that sort of structure there, sun's rise. In English, the S is not used there. The genitive form is not used in English, but in Finnish we use. That's why there is N, auringon. Hyvä. Yep. So my question was there someone in the same microphone who has not been able to talk yet or said anything if there are more than one people behind one microphone? Or then we can just go forward. Maybe Shazadi, you can go with this one. Parta. Parras. Joo, kyllä. RT and double R. Hyvä. Repeat. What does it mean?
Face. A face.
It's a beard. Yeah, beard. Beard.
Sorry.
Beard. And if it's SSR, if it's SSR, parrassa. It's like in the beard. In the beard. Something is in the beard. Maybe you have a little bow, or maybe you have some pearl or some decoration in the beard or something, whatever it can be. In the beard. Yeah. So, kiitos. Kiitos, Jasmin. So in here, you have some the correct answers, but when I put this one to your Padlet, the correct answers, I will put there also some sentences so you can see the sentences also. If you have time, take a look at those sentences and try to figure out how are they formed, what happened there. If you see some N, compare it to the English version and try to check that, okay, do I understand why is this sentence looking like this? If you don't have time to do it, don't worry. That sort of things I'm not going to ask in a test or anything, but it just helps you get forward with the learning. Okay. Sitten Toinen asia. Toinen asia. Sitten means then. Sitten. Then. I stop sharing this one and I share something else. Sitten. Sitten. Then. Then we go forward. Sitten mennään eteenpäin. Mennään eteenpäin. Let's go forward. Mennään eteenpäin. Puhutaan seuraavaksi. Let's talk. Puhutaan seuraavaksi verbityypistä 3. Verbityyppi 3. I'll share a document for you and then we start this one. Verbityyppi 3. Tämä on sellainen asia, mitä minä kysyn kokeessa. Tämä on sellainen asia, mitä minä kysyn kokeessa. This is a thing I'm going to ask you in a test. So to be able to conjugate verb type 3. I would say that it's not very difficult because you already know how to conjugate verb type 1. And the KPT changes also take place in verbs, but we are not learning that yet. We will learn that later. So you don't need to be able to put the KPT there, just to recognize and know how to recognize it and then know how to conjugate it. So, verbityyppi 3. If you are now tired and you're like, oh, it's so hard, then just do something like this and have some exercise for your head and do something with your brain like this. And then you are ready to absorb some information now. Verbityyppi 3. This is a big verb type. It means that there are lots of verbs in this group, and it's a very important group. When you know how to conjugate verb type 3, besides verb type 1, you can do very many things in Finnish already. So verb type 3, in verb type 3, the last letters in basic form look like this. La, ta, ra, na. La, ta, ra, na. This is how my students usually learn this one. They just say it like a poem. Latarana, 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 just to remember what are the endings here. So when you had the verb type 1, you only needed to know that there are 2 vowels at the end of the verb. But in this one, you need to know more specifically. So these are the endings. And not to make it too easy, you actually have to know one more thing. You have to have a consonant before this ending, before these 2 letters. Well, this is not an ending really. Before these last 2 letters, you need to have a consonant. So I write it like this for you. A consonant plus la, ta, ra, na. A consonant combined with these letters are in the end of the word, end of the basic form. This is how you recognize it. And now if you are like, okay, seems complicated rule, I'll show you what they look like. If it's easier for you, you can just kind of visualize how they look like and then recognize it by that. And to remind you that if you are having a, it also can vary with ä. So always a can also be ä, meaning with the dots. It depends on the vowel harmony. So just remember that it can also be ä. But if I write them with la, la, ta, tha, ra, ra, la, la, nobody remembers anything. So it's easier to learn like this. And then that's just that you know that you can also have dots there. So what they look like. This is very familiar to you. LLA, like in verb opiskella. Opiskella, to study. You know this one already. This is verb type 3 verb. LLA, there, opiskella. It might look like this. Or it might look like this. Maybe the consonant is S. S can combine, usually it looks something like this. STA or STA. Do you remember some verb that you have seen having STA?
Tosta.
Pestä. So for example here, pestä. La or sta verbs like this. Might look like that, or it might look like RRA. So in here, RA, it might have another R, another R there. R. So, for example, do you remember? What could it be? Have you seen this one before? Purra, to bite. Purra is to bite with your teeth. Minä puren omenaa, I bite an apple, for example. Opiskella, to study. Pestä, to wash. Purra, to bite, for example. There are lots of more, but these are good examples of these. This is the one that you know. This, if you are having this sort of ending, an, a, or an, a, actually, it might be more familiar, an, a.
Go.
Hyvä. So, mennä. Mennä is to go. Mennä, to go. So here you see RRA, here you see an, a. So you are familiar with some of these already. Or nousta, like the sun rises. Nousta, STA. That's also one of these verbs. So the consonant thing that I said first, a consonant plus la, ta, ra, na. You see the consonant here. This is the consonant I'm talking about. If you count the letters from the end, starting from the end, then the third letter from the end is a consonant. The others of these is easy to recognize, like la or ra or na. They don't mix up easily with other verb type verbs, but if you are having ta, there is another verb type. This is verb type 4, and verb type 4 verbs, they end with a, ata, ota, uta. This, if there is a vowel here, don't get mixed up now. This is just, I take it away in a minute. But if there is a vowel here, like with in ata, before ta, if you have a vowel, then it belongs to verb type 4, and that's where the mixed up, when people get mixed up easily. So that's why I try to remind that with verb type 3 there is always a consonant before the ending, or before the last 2 letters. Okay, and now how to work with it. So you know now that there is this very big group of verbs. I put some more before I tell you how to work with it. Mennä, tulla. Do you know what it means? Tulla. Mennä, to go. Tulla, to come. Hymyillä. Again, you are seeing this lla. Many times these verbs have this lla at the end of the word. Hymyillä. To smile. Urheilla. To do the sports. Urheilla, to exercise or do the sports. Urheilla, mikä mean all kinds of sports. Teillä on urheiluviikko. You are having a sports week this week, so it can mean different kinds of moving or exercises or whatever it can be. Sport. Do the sports. To do the sports. Urheilla. Well, here are some examples just about it. Maybe we put one more here. To talk, keskustella, to talk, or to have a conversation, to discuss. I put here to discuss because to talk is puhua. It might be a bit too confusing. To discuss, to have a conversation. Yeah, keskustella, to discuss, or to have a conversation. Don't worry about these red underlines here in this word program here, because it just makes them there all the time because it doesn't understand that I'm mixing Finnish and English. And if I take away this language correction thing, then they still tend to pop up from somewhere. So let's not mind about the red underlinings. I didn't make them there. So now we learn how to work with this. Minä. What? Sinä. Hän. Me. Te. He. I'll write this in capital because I kind of think that it starts a sentence, but otherwise, of course, you don't need to use capitals with these pronouns. Okay. You recognize the verb type 3 verbs by the last 3 letters. The last 3 letters gave you the information about the verb. Of course, it can sometimes be only the 2 last ones, but you decide which is your way to learn to recognize it. Keskustella. So when you work with it, you have to take away the last 2 letters. So here, the last 2 letters. Don't take away 3. Don't take away 1. You need to take away 2 letters from there. Keskustella. These 2 I just take away. And the thing that is left here, all the thing that is left is called the stem of the word. Stem meaning the body of the word. The body, the stem in linguistic terms. The stem is looking like this. Keskustel. And now you have to add one e. After adding one e, you can put there the personal ending. Those you know very well already. You don't need to practice those anymore, really. Of course, to remind you or rewind to review them again, but you don't need to learn them again because you know them. So, minä keskustelen, because with minä you have en. Minä keskustelen. So in here, I added e. I say in Finnish because it's easier. It doesn't mix up with English. Let's use some better colors here to really mark it. So to really show you the color, show you the difference. So and this is just personal ending here, this n. So minä keskustelen, I discuss. Sinä, and again, sama juttu, same thing. Sinä, take away the last two letters from the basic form. Remember to take the two letters away. And this is the stem you have now. Then you can add e and personal ending. With sinä, the personal ending is t. So here you see e, I added it, and then it's t. So, minä keskustelen, sinä keskustelet. You already know, minä opiskelen, sinä opiskelet. So now you know why it looks like how it does. Hän keskustel, and again the same thing. Take away two letters, and this is what is left. Keskustel. Add e, and then you have to double the e. Like in verb type 1, you need to double the last vowel you are left with there in that verb. So the same thing here. You double the last one. Hän keskustelee. That gives the information that it is about hän. With me, the same thing here. Keskustel. That is what is left, because now I had to take away these two last letters from here, and then I add e, and now I can add the personal ending. With me, the personal ending is e. So here's the personal ending, the same that's in verb type 1, like me asumme. Minä asun, sinä asut, hän asuu. Me asumme. So the personal endings are always the same. When you have learned them once, you use them always with all kinds of verbs. Te keskustelette. So the same thing. Two letters away, add e, and put tte. Keskustelette. And then there is he. Add e. And the personal ending, which would be vat. He keskustelevat. So this is very common verb type, this 3. And that's why, because it's very common, you see in lots of Finnish verbs, they look like that there would be this e, because this is so huge, this group of verbs. And it's very wide also because the endings, not the endings, but the last two letters can vary also. So let's put it like this. Minä keskustelen. So when you have checked that, okay, that's how it's formed, then you can then you can just make the right form. Hän keskustelee. Yes. Me keskustelemme. Te keskustelette.
What happened? नेट चला गया कि क्या हो गया? नवीद भाई
यार मैम मुझे सॉरी मैम ओपन या उनका नेट
हाँ
मैम
मैम का
मैम की तरफ से
अच्छा
डिस्कनेक्ट हुए।
अच्छा
मैम
मैं
का
कह रहा था मेरी
हाँ।
मैं कह रहा था मेरी तरफ से हुआ शायद।
नहीं
नहीं
मैम
नहीं सम्मान।
आप लोग इधर ही नहीं, वो आ जाएंगे वापस।
जी मैम।
ओके मैम ओके आ गई मैम।
Okay. I'm back. Can you hear me again?
Yes ma'am, we can hear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll
Yes,
share
ma'am.
it. Yeah, the internet just, it just threw me out. It said that no internet connection. I don't know what happened, but let's see if I can still share this with you, and we can check a few more things. I hope the internet works now. So if we try some other verb here, let's try an adverb, mennä, which means to go, because these verbs are very useful. You need them all the time. So mennä, you have to remember the system. Take away the two last letters to find the stem, to find what it is that is left. Find the body to use, body of the word. So with mennä, the body looks like this. It's very short. And don't get confused by it being that short, because it's just, sometimes they are short and sometimes the words are long. So now you have to have only this stem is left. You add e and then personal end. Minä menen. Minä menen kouluun, for example, to school. Kouluun, to school. Sinä, again, basic form, but you take away the last two letters. And now you add e and personal ending t. Sinä menet kotiin. Kotiin, to home. You go home. Kotiin, home. Kouluun, to school. You go home, meaning to that place, to home. Hän Hän. Again, take away the last two letters. Last two letters you take away. This is what is left. You add e, but with hän you double it. Hän menee töihin. He goes to work. Töihin. He goes to work. This one you can learn. These can be like phrases that you learn. Kotiin, töihin. Just something like very basic that you can use. Me. Again, men. That is what is left. Now that's the stem because I took away the last two letters. Me. And then I add e and personal ending. Me menemme konserttiin. We go to a concert. Maybe a rock concert, or maybe there are some violins playing there. But me menemme konserttiin. To concert. Konserttiin. Some of you, I'm not sure. This is probably something that didn't pop up to your head yet, but konsertti. I'm going to tell you something that I haven't told you before about KPT. I promised not to say more things about that, but let's take this as a side path. I have to tell you this now. It has to come out from my mouth. Konsertti. It's a KPT word. Konsertti. T is here. Konsertti. But and it varies. TT varies with one T. It's if I add something to a word konsertti, it has two T's, has to turn into one. But there is one exception, and you see it there in a sentence I just wrote. The exception is the form to someplace. If there is the form, the ending that replaces in English to. We called it illatiivi. It's like illatiivimuoto. It's there in your grammar cases. You can see that it can vary. The ending can vary there. It can look different, but if the word is in that grammatical case, it doesn't take part in KPT. So you don't need to put this into your mind yet, but just for your information. If some of you wonders that, okay, you are having konsertti, why didn't two T's turn into one? Because it's in illative case, it's in this to, mihin, where to, and that's why these forms doesn't take part in KPT. Okay, that was just again one of these fantastic side paths. Te, if you are saying you go, te, you already know. Two letters away, this is what is left. Add e, add personal ending. Te menette konserttiin. Te menette, let's use some other way. Would you go? Te menette, okay, te menette hammaslääkäriin. Let's put a new word here, not always the same. Hammaslääkäri. Hammas. Nämä ovat hampaat. Teeth. One tooth or teeth. Hammas is one tooth. Lääkäri, a doctor. So it means a dentist, like a tooth doctor, we say in Finnish. Te menette hammaslääkäriin. You go to a dentist. Hammaslääkäri, a dentist. Dentist. Hammas, a tooth, Hampaat, teeth, hammaslääkäri, tooth doctor, which is aka a dentist. Te menette hammaslääkäriin. Maybe they are going there together. I don't know what is that sort of dentist where you all go together, but now you are going together to a dentist. He, they, he, men. Again, I took away 2 last letters. I add e, and then personal ending. He menevät ravintolaan, to a restaurant. Ravintola, a restaurant, and to a restaurant, ravintolaan. Ravintola, ravintolaan, to a restaurant. So this is how you work with verb type 3 verbs. Verb type 3 verbs. Okay, and one more important thing. You have to be able to make a negatives also from these, but it works exactly the same way than it does with verb type 1. So let's use the word tulla, for example. Or is there something? Okay, let's use some other that we don't have the this sort of STR we haven't used yet. Let's put the negative here. So if you are making negative sentences, the system is the same with all verb types. So minä en. Sinä et. Hän ei. Me emme. Te ette. He eivät. So when you are making the negative forms, negative sentences, I mean, you conjugate the negative word, which is a, replacing the no in English. So this is the one you have to conjugate now. You cannot conjugate really the verb itself. You just take one form and use it with all these forms. But this is how you make it negative. You conjugate actually the little, very short a word. You make the changes there. So if you don't remember this, well, practice it for the test or remind yourself of it. How does it go? And then the form that you use here is the minä form without n. Minä form without n. So minä form from pestä. If you say pestä, you have to say minä like this. You take away 2 letters, and this is the stem. That's what is left. You add e and personal ending. This is I wash, minä pesen. But so you need to know minä form to be able to say negative sentences. But now you take away the n and use only this part. This is the only part that you need to use here. Pese. And you add it here. And you add it to all sentences, to all persons. Minä en pese. I don't wash. Sinä et pese. You don't wash. As you can see, the conjugation is only in the negative word, not in this verb anymore. So this is the form you use. Same thing, exactly the same thing as in verb type 1. And also in other verb types, it goes like this. So if you practice this well, you can use it with all the verbs. So this is how you make the negative. Now I have a very important question. Did you follow what I was teaching? Did you understand? Do you have questions?
Yes, ma'am.
One thumb is
We
up.
understand.
You understand? Okay.
Very
And you are
well. We
not
understood
totally
very well.
confused. If you want to ask something, you can ask. You don't need to pretend you are understanding. If you are like, whoa, I understand nothing. But if you did, I'm very pleased. But if you didn't, just check this teaching part again. I have recorded it. I will put it to your YouTube channel, and you can check it again. Also, lots of information about these things you can find from YouTube, from different channels, from internet. If you just write their verb conjugation in Finnish, and then you will find lots of videos and everything about this. But if you followed it, then just practice with the exercises I have put into your Padlet. They were there already after last time. So there are 2 different word wall exercises about this verb type 3. And the first, some of the words are the same in those exercises, but basically the first exercise is about positive sentences, and the other exercise there are also negative sentences. So practice and practice again. Shah, go ahead.
Ma'am, the rule you teach to us that applies on the all cases, LLR, STR, RRR, on the all cases, the same rule.
This verb conjugation, this verb type 3, you mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
All the verbs that end with LLR, LLR, STR, RRR, NNR, or the same with dots. All that sort of verbs work with this rule. Yes,
Kyllä.
exactly. And in a test, I'm not going to ask you to recognize it. I will just give you the verb type 3 verb. You only need to conjugate it. Remember also to practice very well the KPT pairs. Those are in a test also. So those are the most important things in a test. Okay, aika loppuu, time's up. Kiitos tästä päivästä. Oikein hyvää viikonloppua. Have a so great weekend. Enjoy your weekend. And nähdään ensi viikolla. Koepäivä keskiviikkona. See you next week.
Nähdään.
Nähdään. Moikka.
Moikka.
Hyvää viikonloppua.
Hei, hei.
Hyvää
Moi moi.
viikonloppua. Moi moi.
Heippa.
Moikka.
मैं और आकाश ने चादर पहना है।
Moikka. Hyvää viikonloppua.
Moikka, nähdään.
Moi moi. Nähdään.